Right. You can mute now, you stupid thing. Ah, dear. Oh, dear. Well. Alright, back up and running again. Is that right? Yes! Hello! Welcome back to Joyless Gaming. And Fallout 4 Survival. And... where was it? This, yes, this. I looked it up, and yes, this jackpot thing, the first one of these that you get, which is apparently also just a random repeatable fetch quest that, that Pam gives you. When you do the first one of these, the reward is Ballistics Weave. So, we are going for it. Sorry about all the throat clearing. Still got a lot of gunk. I don't feel sick anymore, but haven't got rid of all of the crap out of my system. So, apologies for the intolerable amount of noise I'll be producing. Let's sync. So, I don't know where this is. I'll have to go and look at the map, obviously, but hopefully it's not too difficult to clear out. I'll have to get there the old-fashioned way. And there's no mounts or... there are no mounts or vehicles. Unless you side with the Brotherhood, and after a certain period you can get a lift on a vertibird, I think. As I said, the only time I actually finished this, like, finished the story and everything... Ah! Stop it. I accidentally joined the Institute, and if you think it sounds strange to suggest that I accidentally joined them, I didn't know how to not join them. I was following a quest line trying to find my son, and I ended up going past the point of no return, I think, without realizing it. Damn it, it's down, well... it's a bit of a mess, but okay. So it's to the south. Sorry about that. Aluminium. Anyway. This damn seat keeps falling on me. Just get a new chair. And the computer's warming up a bit. Right. Custom vehicle bookstore. Mass Fusion is down this way. Right. Maybe I shouldn't just be going directly there through the city, but... You know, it just occurred to me that's another problem I have with the systems in this game. If you the hell? Perks are in place of skills, and yet the perk points are restricted by character level, not by skill level. So, I mean, I lose sneak effectiveness by moving too quickly. Ah! Alright. So I can't, yeah, I lose sneak effectiveness by moving too quickly. Whereas if I had been doing a lot of sneaking, my sneak skill would be higher and I might have an opportunity to get that. But no, it's limited by character level. Move it. Why did that happen? Because I leveled up. And at level 20, you get Voltec Core. Right. Sneaking. Still can't do it. Level 23. Armor, level 25. I would take health, but I don't know how much is going to help me. Same with toughness, you know? I've got to save these points for actual practical application. And there's no point taking that yet, because I can't craft suppressors on my good guns yet. I could probably make one on pipe weapons, but they suck, and I need to not use them. So, yeah. I'm basically not taking perks right now.
You're nothing. Nothing.
I'm enough to kill you. Yeah, I'd rather it be me. The hell is that coming from? Whoa! No! No! Where the fuck was that coming from? Fucking invisible enemies. They're able to hit me, but I can't even see them. Fine, fuck it. Go in a different direction. Piece of shit. Go past good neighbor. So I can rent a bed and sleep. Why the hell can't I walk onto that from the other side? This is some serious fuck-ups in their pathing systems here. It's like, oh, this mound of dirt, you can walk onto it from one side, but not the other side, despite the fact that it looks like it's a ramp accessible from all sides. No, got to approach it from the left, not the right. Ugh. But yes, like I was saying, the taking away skills and then going for perks and then making most of those perks just, you know, combat related that you need to keep taking in order to keep pace with the game because it goes with your leveling, and then you lock perks behind character level requirements. I think my idea that I suggested in a previous episode of this is much better. Get rid of leveling. Have something like skills that improve with use, like the standard Elder Scrolls model, which, you know, these guys should be familiar with. And then perks can be earned through gameplay, as in you've spent enough time, rather like it was in Oblivion. I remember that's the way that, like, each skill actually had perks associated with it when you got the skill to level 25, level 50, and so forth. And so the perks were actually unlocked just to sort of symbolize you improving at that skill. Oh, that must be, what's his name? Pikmin Gallery. So, yeah, it's just that this is where I was, isn't it? I wanted to not go this way. What the hell are they fighting? So it's Pikmin Gallery one way, bunch of raiders that are... This is... No. Don't want to have to do this. Ah, well, there's no good way of going about it, though, is there? Yeah, but if you'd taken away... Rapid Incendiary... I think I may have been thinking if I could take away all of the mods and put them onto that Rapid Incendiary laser rifle, it might have been better. Yeah, if you're just sort of stuck with skills, perks associated with doing things, or to indicate that you've learned something, so it could be granted by an NPC. Okay. Yeah. I'm available for commission for ideas, Bethesda. I think you need ideas for systems and stuff, more than just your, let's do big open worlds. Well, actually, they're not even all that big when you think about it. They're detailed. suppose if I want to convince them to give me a job for system ideas, I shouldn't be giving them away for free. But honestly, this thing of getting rid of skills and just keeping perks when those perks basically do the same thing as the skills you've just removed is really pointless. It's like if we got rid of skills, so you don't have to invest points on leveling up into a skill to stay good at it. You just need to invest the perk point in the appropriate perk that does the same thing. And it really just sort of killed any gameplay variety. You can't play a different way because picking a different perk to associate with is really just picking a different way of doing damage. And if the replay value of your game is, you can play it using different weapons, but we don't even really want you to do that. We just would like you to be able to do everything with one character if you just keep playing them long enough. Yeah. You've failed at it. And stop calling a game a role-playing game, because you don't allow role-playing in it either. Ooh, plasma grenade.
What was that? Everything's starting to sound like footsteps these days.
Yeah. Sorry about going quiet. I'm just getting really concerned about my situation here. Yeah. Yeah, there's no... This sort of exemplifies this industry attitude of the gameplay loop. Because that's all there is to this game. Is constantly doing the same thing over and over again. Despite it being a big open world game ostensibly about exploration, it's find different places where you do the same thing. It's just kind of irksome. Oh, I can make a noodle cup. It's good eating, I think. Seriously, I mean, I can put up with some of the crap you have to do, but honestly, the most obnoxious thing about survival mode is the lack of quick save. It would be so useful to be able to quick save. I think they're up on top of the mall, Haymarket Mall. And there's Good Neighbor, which is good. What the hell? Is that the UFO? Why everything looks a bit weird? I guess it's because it's wet and it's sort of sunny. Leather, 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 leather. I think I would like to be able to get some leather. Yeah. Well, this has been a bit of an ordeal just to get a step further. I need to go and rent a room so I can save my game. I'm carrying 202 out of 275. That seems okay. There's a gun bench. Scrap 10 mil. I don't have the capacity to craft a nothing mod. So no, there's another bench.
Hit upon something. Don't bother telling me it's an heirloom. I'm probably older than whatever it is you're selling.
That's a fair point. Right. Empty glass bottles, and it would be stealing to take them. What am I carrying now? 187. No. I'm parched, eh?
Load you're carrying. Better sell some to Daisy before someone swipes it.
If they want to try swiping it, I'm just gonna have to kill them. They're not any, like, sleeping bags floating around, are they? Nope. Ooh, chemicals. No, I don't want buff jet. Over here with antibiotics. I can make antibiotics? I definitely think that is... Oh, it's because I've got glowing fungus, right. Yes.
Need a place to stay? Try Hotel Rexford.
Huh? Don't have no handouts.
Damn it.
You again. Staying with us today, I trust.
Yeah.
All right. Here.
Top floor. Long hallway. Last room on the right.
Just need to save my game. Last on the right, she says. Wow. What a palace. Probably can't sleep all that long. We can get 5 hours, or 4 hours. Peckish from lack of food, okay. Noodle bowl, that's what I have those things for, isn't it? Because, like I said though, there's this annoying thing where it doesn't give any indication of noodle cup, that's what it is, noodle cup. Of how good they are at feeding you. Whereas, New Vegas and its hardcore mode at least gave you an indication of how good certain pieces of food were at feeding you. Oh my. Is that the, like, the drug dealer guy, or is it the...
Whoa.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah? Whatever. Met my objective, I've saved the game, now it's time to go and clear out somewhere, get a thing, get back to the railroad,
In case you're wondering, the Diamond City radio signal comes in loud and clear here in Goodname. In case you're wondering, the Diamond City radio signal comes in loud and clear here in Goodname. And that Travis? Man, he got good.
Yep, you're welcome. Funny thing, a thought occurred to me, gotta wonder if they thought of making it so that if you kept on sprinting, I suppose, would the game be able to track whether or not you were sprinting or using your action points in other ways, because, you know, like in combat and what have you, because, well, then again, I suppose it would mean the same thing, or just sort of to get to be tired, like it would tire you out faster. Or maybe it would elevate your adrenaline faster. Which is something I keep not having because I keep sleeping, because I don't want to lose so much progress. It is so easy to die. Oh, damn it, there's super mutants in there. Oh, it's a fair distance away, isn't it? So... yeah. Get a bit further along this way. And that's the common, isn't it? With Swan. Right, next left. Maybe. Why is there an arrow there? Why did I decide to go out at night? I don't really want to. I'm worried it might start that kid in a fridge quest. Oh, no, okay. Bloody missile launcher. What am I going to do with a missile launcher? Although... too much weight. He leaves a fridge with a missile launcher in it in the middle of the street. Oh, yes, that's where I was seeing the thing from the other side. It's a... yeah. Public parking lot and... shit. Well, I'm going to sit in a corner and cry, but I'll be back in a minute. I need to go to the loo. Apologies. And back again. Sorry about that. I always seem to have this need at some point during a stream to go pee.
Someone there? Huh? Pack it in, boys. There's nothing out there.
Yep. You are going crazy. So. The super mutants down that way. Oops. Sorry, mate. Right, so it's in there. Somewhere. Alright. Let's, ooh! This is that... This is that spot. Is it? Or is it not that spot? Oh, the super mutants are probably up on the... Yeah, up above me on the freeway. Nice of all of these groups to sort of leave territorial markings. I mean, the railroad stuff, it's subtle, but, you know, raiders and super mutants. Right, there will be enemies in here. Don't let the fact that there's a armor workbench there fool you. Hmm. Well. Yeah, it sort of turned into an anticlimax. I'm sure this is an actual sort of map marked area. But, hey, that counts for the quest. That's all I care about. Amusing myself in the loading screen by switching on my new keyboard's LED lighting. It's got coloured lighting for all the keys. But real strain on the eyes. Even when you're not looking directly at it. Damn it. Stop it. Well, that works. It keeps insisting on telling me about my perk points, but none of the perks that I want are available at my current level.
Get some, motherfucker! Ah, can't see!
Nope. Don't want any part of that.
Where'd that little fucker go?
I mean, granted, they may have been trying to tone down some of the bullshit you could pull off with stealth in Skyrim, because in Skyrim it was quite ridiculous when you had maxed out stealth and you took all of the perks to you maxed out your sneak skill and you took all of the perks that just improved your you know, staying hiddenness, and also the perks that, you know, so you could move at speed without having an effect and all that sort of stuff. So it got a bit ridiculous that you could sneak so effectively. But honestly, in a single-player game, it's a bit foolish to say that, oh, we don't want the player to be overpowered. The player wants to be overpowered, trust me. It's a single-player game. I mean, yeah, you got to worry about balance issues in a multiplayer game. I'm going back for another sleep. Oh, you went too far. Purified water. Actually, yeah, looking at it, it's talking about chems and alcohol. That's another thing that bothers me. Aside from not telling you how effective food or drink is going to be, it also doesn't tell you what negative effects something might have. Like, it doesn't tell you that stim packs will dehydrate you. Let me see if I can still use it. I don't know how long you actually rent it for. I'm pretty sure it's not single use, but it may not be, yeah. It's not single use, but it's sort of like a 24-hour period, I think. Food. And yeah, if there were different food items that were particularly nourishing, that'd be nice. Maybe there are, but it doesn't tell you that. Because in all honesty, as annoying as it can be to sort of get around in this survival mode, the only...
You're sticking around, you need to join the crew. I hear Bobby No-Nose is looking. Always a catch with the No-Nose, but she pays.
Okay. Yeah, the primary difference between this and the hardcore in New Vegas is the... Well, I suppose it also has the inability to fast travel. So you can't fast travel and you can't quick save. And there are no auto saves. And those are really the the challenging bits. You know, the eating, the sleeping, the staying hydrated. I mean, it's added diseases and parasites and stuff, which is a bit more than New Vegas had, but it's not much different than what they used to have in the Elder Scrolls games. There's far fewer diseases in the Elder Scrolls games these days, but there used to be lots of them that you could catch. Alright. Let's see if we can make a run. It's another thing that's bothering me as I continue to go through this. It seems to keep respawning enemies in places where I feel like they shouldn't be. Okay. Again, maybe it's a case of I've not fully cleared a cell, because it goes by cells, not by just an area. So if you've not cleared the cell, and I don't even know how big cells are in this engine. If you don't fully clear the cell, you're probably not resetting the respawn thing. Now that's Pikmin Gallery there. So that thing saying like private property, that must have been for Cabot House. I wonder if they've got beds. You could go in there and say, yeah, sure, I'll work for you, and then never actually work for them, but use it as a place to sleep.
Walk the Freedom Trail? By yourself?
Hey you, Randolph Safe House has been MIA since Switchboard. But now, we got one of their dead drops tagged. Des wants you to check it out.
It took this long to make contact? Sounds suspicious.
Yeah, it smells fishy. But if some of our boys need help, we gotta do what we gotta do, right? Once you take care of the dead drop, report in to Des.
Something? I suppose you'll...
God, I can't approach that guy without him getting like, oh, you're here for medical services, and starting the whole dialogue.
Pam, I took care of the DIA cache.
Model. Reward dispensed.
So do I just have that as a Deacon?
You've got a real knack for destruction.
No, more like destruction in this case. Yeah, I can't craft the...
Suppose you're here for my medical services.
Shut up. Yeah, I can't craft the basic thing without needing a lot of components. So just taking them out of righteous authority and sticking them on that other thing is kind of pointless.
To go far with us, I can tell.
Critical shot damage. Alright. So damage isn't as good as maximized. Overcharged capacitor. Then you'll want... Yeah, this is how you can make a sniper thing. It's funny how modular they made the energy weapons. Make them automatic by changing the barrel. Make them into a sniper rifle by changing the barrel. You can make a sniper pistol. That's the funny thing you can do with energy weapons. You can make a sniper pistol. Well, with a laser weapon, you can make a sniper pistol. I don't think you can make sniper plasma things. And that the barrel changes the ammo capacity. I think until I can do 308. Yeah, calibrated powerful just changes my critical damage. The 308, much more damage. I want to get that eventually. Recall compensating stock. Probably, as a sniper rifle, I probably don't need a large magazine, so medium quick eject mag will be enough, because it'll be fast reload. But that's what I need. I need gun nut 4 to be able to put a suppressor on this damn thing.
Tom and his boys are still unloading all the toys you found from the DIA. Nice.
Tom.
The DIA. Shit, man. That cache you found has some real serious high tech. But the creme de la creme is ballistic polymer weave.
Oh,
lightweight,
yes.
serious stopping power. And it looks just like normal clothing. I got some in stock now. Oh, give me some time. I got all sorts of ideas.
Show me what you got.
Okay, here's what I got.
Awesome. Boxing. So just armored. Right, so strength and agility is what you get from army fatigues or dirty army fatigues, which is basically what I'm wanting to be my replacement Under Armour instead of this leather stuff. I'm figuring strength and agility because the military fatigues are the ones that do 2 agility. I don't think I need extra agility. I could do with extra strength as well, just to sort of broaden my capacity. And this saves me having to find one as well. And see, that lowers it because I can't wear that underneath. Green shirt and combat boots. Charisma and endurance. If it's doing a plus signs, that means I can wear that underneath, but a lot of these suits and that, you can't. That's what, with another playthrough where I was going for maximum charisma, but it was annoying because anything... Well, there's something that's +3 charisma, and there's a bunch of things that are +2 charisma, but they either occupy all of your body, or they only leave the arms, but there was this one thing I found called summer shorts, which actually only uses the torso, so I was able to put ballistics weave on that, and that was really useful because it only took up the torso, but it still had a lot of armor because I put ballistics weave on it. And I'm still able to use the arm and leg pieces. Get rid of that, and then pulse mine as well. I think I should probably just sell this rapid incendiary laser rifle. I can't scrap it. I'll keep those weird bits of clothing. Miscellaneous. No, probably just hang on to most of that crap. Junk. Mods. Yeah. Might as well. Ammo. Why have I got so many 38 rounds? It was like killing that had 38s. What do I usually need lots of? Screws. You usually need lots of screws. Deliver a powerful receiver, but you get the deliver, it's already got maximum everything. I was keeping 10mm rounds, wasn't I? But I was getting rid of 5.56. That makes me wonder about the assault rifle, whether or not I should probably keep shotgun shells. Whether or not the assault rifle is good as a single shot weapon, if it's sort of the intermediate between the combat rifle. But it's usually a while before you see it, and I tend to see a combat rifle before I see an assault rifle. Alright, so 202 owing, that's a lot. I don't want 44s. Actually, no, I can get rid of the 38s as well. Do I want to buy 50s? That's for a hunting rifle, and I think the 308 combat rifle is better than a 50 cal hunting rifle. It's probably, you could probably make a 50 cal hunting rifle at level 3 gun nut. Yes. Could buy some 308 rounds. Yeah. They're 5 each, so let's get... Wait. Should be able to get like 40? I think I'll be using 45s for a while. And here we go. Armored. Yes. Fat man in armor. Yeah, so I still get to keep my armor leg pieces, and it just improves my resistances. Am I wearing a metal helmet? I am wearing a metal helmet. It'd be nice when I can get some combat armor. Although combat armor is not better at the ballistic resistance.
Mercer Safe House is a sign we're on the road to recovery. Thank you for that.
Yeah, I'm awesome.
Tom's got more goodies in stock. Check with him.
Up there, assume you're being watched. Always.
I'm gonna save. I feel ill. Why? For sleeping? Parched weakness. Take extra damage? No way. No, it's not addictions I'm worried about. Okay, just basically will be antibiotics, isn't it? Which is another, you know, screwy one. Just take antibiotics to cure everything. Antibiotics are to fight an infection. They're not going to fight off parasites so much for you. like an actual parasitic organism. I mean, it depends what kind of parasite. If it's a parasitical bacteria, but I mean, it's bacterial infections are usually just because they've got into your body and they're multiplying, and that's not good for your body. So why go to the effort of having all sorts of weird things? And you got 3 different things to sort of add resistances to different effects, but you know, they're actually not that good at doing that, and they're improving your resistances rather than curing something. But you've only got one thing that cures all illnesses, which is not what antibiotics do. I suppose it doesn't cure radiation sickness, does it? But it's harder to actually make all of the resistance boosting things because they require wild plant ingredients from various places, and they're harder to come by, whereas you just need glowing fungus and a bunch of stuff that you're going to have anyway, like purified water and Stimpaks. Or is it? Yeah, it's Stimpaks, I think. I forget already. I was making some just before, but now that I have achieved this, bloody hell, controls. It's like, oh, we just loaded. Let's be spazzy. Like that. Now I'm going to do a thing that I was doing a lot but haven't done as much recently. Actually, no, when did I last do it? I don't know, probably more recently than I think, but I'm going back to Sanctuary. I'm going to dump a lot of the stuff I've got. I'm going to think about the addition of Ballistics Weave. Why am I going this way? Normally if I want to go to Sanctuary, I go along the river. Shouldn't be on this side of the river. Should be on the other side of the river, because I've cleared most of that. It's safer. Go back to Sanctuary, take stock. Consider some things. Yeah, see, this is what I mean about clearing out cells fully, because there's probably raiders on top of some of these buildings that I haven't killed. And that's why it keeps respawning enemies here, because I've not actually cleared the cell. But then again, it kept on, yeah, I guess it depends on the size of the cell, because one of the ones I kept on encountering people in was in Cambridge. Kept on bumping into respawning enemies in that little bit. And yeah, just not certain why that happens, but I guess there might have been enemies nearby that I hadn't killed that meant that the cell was not cleared, which means respawns. It's a good thing I put a medium scope on this, isn't it? Let's stay away from these guys for the time being. I don't want to have to fight them off, and I don't want to have to give them all my stuff. And because I don't have a high charisma, I can't charm my way into joining them. And every time I walk past here, I keep thinking that is a person, but it's a statue. Right. Wouldn't it be nice if there were boats? Just to go up the river. Anything to make the trip a bit faster. You know, how about a car or a motorcycle? Or a horse? This is only in something like survival mode, you know, where you can't... When you can't fast travel, yeah, that's when you want something like a mount. Play things like bloody Skyrim, and you think, yo, why are horses in there? It's like a relic of the previous ones. I guess they had horses in Morrowind, and in Morrowind there wasn't any fast traveling. I think the closest was Silt Striders, and they only went to specific locations. So if you wanted to get somewhere in a hurry, you had to either run or take a horse or something like it. Yeah, that spot right there. That's where enemies keep spawning. Like, they've done it again. Ow! Kind of need the meat. Gotta keep making food. Otherwise you have to end up trading for the food, I suppose. That means you end up eating pre-war food. Which I guess, again, there's a perk to remove radiation from food. So you can eat whatever you want. Yeah. Now, eventually I'll be able to go and clear out that water treatment plant or whatever it is and get access to building in Grey Garden. I'll be able to put a bed there and it'd be nice. I can save while going past. How did I never notice that body there? Must always be going through here at night or something. So I suppose, thinking of travel or lack of fast travel, and Skyrim, suppose the new survival mode on that, which is basically the survival mod, from what I understand, except they want you to pay for it, charging for a bloody difficulty setting. When you could get a mod that's free that does the same thing, because that's where they stole the idea from. Really probably does the same thing of removing fast travel, and that sort of then you'd be thinking, okay, now I need a horse to get around. Whereas normally I play Skyrim, even if I want to find a new location, I don't bother getting a horse. Not that I've played Skyrim in a while, but, you know, just go there on foot, and once you've found the location once, you just fast travel. One of the things that got me testing in this a while back for whether or not I would be okay with playing survival. Was I thought, okay, in survival you can't fast travel. So how about I see if I can tolerate moving around everywhere on foot. So I did that, despite the fact that I was just playing on normal and I could fast travel. But I thought of doing it because I found that the load times when you fast travel are just kind of obnoxious, really. So that's another spot where enemies keep spawning. Yeah, the load times were really annoying, so I would just thought, stuff it, I'll try running everywhere, and yeah, it's not exactly fast, and it would have taken longer than the load times, but obviously it felt different because I was actually playing, doing something, rather than just staring at the screen waiting for the area to load. And even at that time, though, if I needed to get across the other side of the map for something, like if I loaded up when I was in Sanctuary, and it's like, oh yeah, they want you to go to something that's down like the Merkwater construction site. Yeah, okay, I'm fast traveling. Because that would just take ages and there'd be too many enemies I'd have to go through. Yeah. One of the reasons too, a bit scatterbrained here, one of the reasons I keep harping on about the enemies respawning is that I thought what it said for survival mode was that it actually increased the respawn time. So it would take longer before enemies would respawn in a given area. Whereas a lot of these things seem to be respawning a lot. And some of them seem to be taking ages. Obviously some places are meant to never respawn. But then you get the obnoxious thing of things that don't despawn. Would they just go away already? But they never disappear. What are the stats on this? Happiness is down? Why is the happiness down? Should be all good and things and stuff. 16 water, 18 food, 56 defense. Yes. Actually, here's a good reason to be.
Yes?
Seems to be growing well.
Coming back here so I can make more adhesive.
I'm sorry. I wouldn't be very good company right now.
I don't want your company. Just because I happen to be harvesting the fruits of your labor.
If you ain't been up to see Grey God, you should go. The whole place is run by robots.
I just want to trade a few things.
Sure thing.
Alright, so that's... They're not new. I dare say I've hit my population cap. Yeah, 2 empty bottles. Need armor 4. Wait a minute, I don't have armor 1? Oh, I don't have enough ballistic fiber. No, I do have armor 1. I don't have enough ballistic fiber for that. I thought I had at least 1, if not 2. But I've only got 8 ballistic fiber. Yeah, you can't mod a postman hat, huh? Well, can I weapon? Just get steel. So this is modded by Gun Nut. Of course it is. Oh no, what am I kidding? I don't want to keep that. Okay. Right, that's manned.
At least it's not raining.
Hi, how are you?
Just wanted to trade a few things.
Of course.
Where did you come from? Nine people. It's 5 from the, like, what's his names, isn't it? And I've not seen it. So I've got 4 settlers. How did that happen? So there's that woman, that guy. This one. And this one.
Work, you eat. It's as simple as that.
Can we trade a few things?
Okay.
I don't remember meeting all of them, that's all. So yeah, I've got 4 extra settlers. Well, anyway,
I told you sanctuary would grow. The sight never lies.
yeah. Well, I think that about does it for this. I'll have to figure out what I want to do next now that I've got ballistics weave out of the railroad. I'm well rested. It's been a while since that's happened. Yeah, well. I'm at a bit of a loss as to where to go next. What to do next. Maybe get back to trying to do some of the story. Got better armor now. Well, whatever. Thanks anybody for watching in the future. If you ever feel like getting through this slog of survival in real time and my inane ramblings. I think my inane ramblings are at least on topic, because they're mostly about the game and things I don't like about it, things I would improve. Whatever. See anybody next time. Bye.